check my microphone. First of all, before I do anything, being as I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Well, welcome to Wallybois, and I have my microphone there, so let's just plug that in. Oh, what a beautiful day it's been today. I tell you, it's gorgeous outside, it really is. So I'm going to plug that into there like so. Hopefully that'll work. Hopefully. Live. Just making sure that picture.
On est super bien dans ton nouveau canapé parce que j'ai vu à moins 40.
Oh dear. So, we're going to be in the other workshop to start with. It will be flirting between the two workshops, really. I call it a workshop, but it's a bit of a messy space. So. Yeah, we've got audio. That's a good sign, isn't it? I think so. And where's my coffee? I had a coffee here somewhere. What did I do with that? Where did I put that down? Did I forget to bring it in? I don't think so. Or did I? I might have done. I'll have to go and grab it if I have. Or is it in here? Crikey, what am I like? Oh, I'm losing the plot I am. Anyway, we're going to make some shutters in here. In this rather untidy space. Now, we did actually clear this out the other day because we're going to, we want to sort out our little lab room in there, for which we had to make a whole load of room. So, anyway, I think I've left my coffee. I need my coffee to have my caffeine. How am I going to function without my caffeine? Blimey, what on earth did I do with that? So, we will be doing some stuff in here as well. So we're going to continue with that down there. Oh, here it is. I've had my coffee. Oh, thank God. Oh, blimey. So we're going to continue with that as well. Get another coat of varnish on the top. I made a mistake. I left it out all night and it cooked this morning. The top has got a bit of a curve in it. So I flipped it upside down. Hopefully I can make it bend the other way. Let me show you what I mean. Because it's so hot. God, I didn't expect that. I mean, it's crazy out here. Oh my giddy, I'm burning. So, it's awesome. That's getting better already. I left this outside that way up, and effectively it shrunk the top a little bit, and it's got a curve in it now. So I can get it back. I've done that problem before. So I put it that way up to dry the back out. Hopefully that bands it out a little bit, and then I'll clamp it down flat somewhere. That's what happens when you're a flipping idiot, I'll tell you. Who we got here at the moment anyway? Before we get on with actually doing something practical. Go ahead, Joycey. Make a boom boom with my neighbour. She enjoys. Ooh, very, very, very good. Glad to hear that. Okay. Hello, Dr. Bong. Oh, get freaky. Okay. All right, whatever. Hello, Dave. Zarashi. So, anyway, no further ado, let's turn that. Don't need that light on there for the moment. We're going to come through into here. I've made some ledges up. There's no braces on these shutters, but with modern glues, you don't really need to worry too much. And plus the hinges will be going. The strap hinges go exactly where the braces are, so we bolted right through. Traditionally, you would actually, what was the best place to put this? Flipping camera. Probably over here, get the light in the right direction. Right. Didn't think of that one, did I? No. Well, that would be a good idea. I'll tell you what, why not I just do this live? And then a right old mess. Yeah, that'll do for now. Alright, oops, sorry about that. So we're going to whack this shutter together over here. And these are the ledges. I'm going to grab them. Right. When you're doing something like this, you don't actually clamp the shutters together. They've got to be loose. Got a load of movement, you see. Okay. First things first, I need to take off the. What is that one? Yeah, got to take off the arus, not the arus, the tongue off this board. She was doing the table saw. Might as well make things easier. Do what you can before you get to the end. Got to rebate these later as well. And also got to get the louvres and those louver shutters over there. Tell you what though, it's a good job we've got decent glues these days. Like Cascamite, that's what I use. It's fairly water resistant, you see. And I get that from a company called Unique Glues. And it's a bit of history behind it. But I had a bit of a bad phase. But it's really good again. So I like it. Yeah, I know you've got to mix it and all that, but so what, it doesn't take very long at all. You get used to it. Right. So far so good. So I try to remove the tongue. I'll do it on the table saw. That we are. Let's put you over here. There we go. I thought, you know, why don't I just go live? Oh, crikey. Oh, push sticks ready. Got one here. I'll get criticised. Yeah, I'll get criticised for no riving knife as well. I know that usually happens. So what? Where's my other... Where is push stick? You've got push sticks. The ones you get... Like these sort of things you get with your table saws are useless. These ones are actually okay. They're a softer plastic, which means they don't splinter on you. They just, you know, as you said, they've been cut loads of times. They don't splinter. These things can shatter on you, so don't use those. Or make your own, even better. Tell you what I need to do. Let's level you up. I need a little spirit level on the top. That's what I need. Yeah, that'll work, won't it? No, okay. Right, so. More of that. That's gone. So we removed the tongue. So I'll grab that and we'll take that back into the messy shop. Yes, the messy workshop. Messy Marcus. That's me. Right. There we go. Just put it onto live chat. So show every message. Oh, there's live chat gone. There's live chat's gone. Okay, I've got my chat, so I've changed it for some reason. YouTube does like to change things on a regular basis, it seems. They really do. Just, you know, just to test you, I reckon. Yeah. I might open those doors over here a bit more. Got these sliding doors. And then this workshop, let's get some light in there. There you go. That's a bit better. So I'll get this glued up because then I can actually get on with what I need to do in the workshop. I need a square, which is a gnar, and I need my 4 hammer. Oh, it's over here. And I'll mix some glue up in a minute as well. Right, where is the framing square? Square. Right. Bum, 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 bum. Looks like the xylophone. Oh, a bit more. That's good. That's good. That's square. Now I put this clamp on, but we don't fix it together tight. You'll see in a minute. But I have to put a clamp on. Otherwise, what happens? It splays at one end of the actual shutter. And I just jab myself with the side of that. So got to get them on there. 1, 2, 3, and we need this. Oh, there we go. Found it. So it's basically just a little T-square that I made. We've got marks on here that correspond to where I want to put my ledges, like so. So that I can literally just work out really easily where the ledges are going to go. Now I've got to work out my width for this shutter. Where is it? And where's my pencil? Let's go and grab my pencil. Well, there's one there, that'll do. And my tape measure. This one, that's that one there. I think it'll be 570, this one, I think. Shutter number 5. 570. What was that? That's 1125, which is 11 on 650. 550. 570. Yeah, 570. So I'm now going to go 570 there. And then on the opposite side, what clearance have we been given that? 40 mil. So from here I need 40 mil. I'll put a 570 there. That don't look right. 570. Four. Not what it says 565. There's one there, so right, 65. 565. So I can put marks on this tape, on this T-square if I want, like so. That gives me well, that's all I'll go. I've basically just got to glue and nail them, so just got to mix some glue up. I'm not using PVA because it's there isn't really a PVA out there that is that particularly good as far as resistance. I haven't had any comebacks, so I must be doing something right. I've made thousands of pairs of shutters over the years since I've been here in France. They do like their shutters in France, like they do. Let's put you there. Okay. Right. Hello, BQ. Sure, I hope you well. Oh yeah, hope they all like button. Helps the channel, please. Blimey, I just did it. Let's just increase that. Right. Right, so we've got the cast white powdered resin wood glue. I need a tub for mixing purposes. I'm going to need my spreader, which happens to be a wallpaper. What's it? Thingamajiggy? Seam roller. What you got there, darling? Oh. Oh. Where's that?
I don't know, Samature.
Samature after they're in 24800. You find out where it is first. but it's interesting.
Are you interested?
Yeah. Right. But where's my... Oh, yeah, I've got the stick. Oh, can't remix with that, can I? Tell you what, let's go and sort that out. Is that a bad hair day it has? Oh, I need to put my other lights on. Those lights on. And let's stick my light on over here. Then my old DeWalt, raise your arm saw. Oh, that's the wrong one. Where is it gone? Oh, there it is. Arr, light. Light to see light. Right, there we go. Put you back in the owl. That's better, it looks a bit brighter now. La 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 la. Live chat. Cool. Right. We have our spatula. I quite often use a plastic spoon. Like a baby spoon. Well, I can't find it now. Oh, here it is. What if I can flip my eyes? So I can get more on there. And I don't ever mix too much because I'll use it to start gluing boards together for the other shutters, which are the loops for the other shutters. Use this new red dust mask. I need to find a solution regarding dust masks with the with that. I never had a bed before until recently. Dust mask just does not work. Start when you're moving about, it moves across your face, and they're just not, tight. You either have it really, really tight, and then it's like really uncomfortable. I mean, really uncomfortable at the point like having like really red cheeks and stuff, like sores. Especially in this heat. Oh my God, you're going to end up like like bed sores, like sweaty bed sores on your face. Don't want them, though. So we do need to find a solution. See, that's how Cricket mixes. I'll do it back to front. So I'll put the powder in first. It's better, and I'll put just enough water in to create a paste. In fact, I've actually put enough water in there to create the glue. So that's how I generally have it. And this is the powdered resin wood glue. Like I say, PVAs aren't any good for outside. You could use PU glues for outside, but they're so blinking messy. And they carry on expanding for about a week afterwards, which isn't very helpful, So we've got our glue. We need our nail gun. I'll grab that in a second. Just chuck us through here quickly. All right. I need lube and nail gun. So I've got to grab nail gun, stick some air tool oil in it, which is over here. You could use an automatic oil if you like, but I'll keep using different things on it, so I suppose you can fit it onto there. That gets snapped off though. So I just do that once a day, that's fine. So I've got that. And this is a 15 gauge air nailer. That's enough just to do the job. It's the glues that do the work. It's a beautiful day out there, it really is. What am I doing there? I should be making something outside. I need to sort out my outside work here. That's what I do need to do. So then we can do some videos out there, can't we? It's lovely out there. Oh. And I'm in this grotty old space. Right. Swig of coffee. Some glue over here. Load up nail gun. Oh, I need the airline in there as well. Load it. There. In you go. There you go. Need me airline. Come over here, you. This airline is leaking. It needs a new end. I don't know if you can actually change the rubbers in it. But that, when you put it in, your tool in, it leaks. So it's really annoying just to keep unplugging. Otherwise, it's constantly hissing. Yeah, no, there you go. Not very helpful, because obviously the air compressor is going on more times than it needs to. Right. That one there, that one there, that one there. My spreader, what do I do with that? Let's go and grab the spreader. It takes more time to actually get everything ready than it does actually to make the shutters. So, my little lever, which I made in a fire. There it is. Oh, there it was. Oh, there we go. I got it. This little lever here. So it's got a fishtail end on it. And I use that. I made it in the fire. Literally just stoked up in the fire and it got really hot and bashed the hell out of it. And I use that as a way of just creating my gap in between the boards. Because what you've got to allow for is, in fact, obviously in the summer, your boards are going to shrink like merry hell, aren't they? But when it comes to the winter, they're going to expand. So if you don't allow any growing room in between the boards, what will happen is they'll expand to the point of actually causing the shutter to bend. Not bend outwards. No, bend inwards towards the, anyways, that'll bend. So you have to create some space in between. So each board must be able to be independent of each other. So, especially when you're gluing them, because you need to make sure they can move a little bit in themselves. Now, traditionally, if you were going to be, you can't see there, can you? I might bring you a bit closer, actually. Let's bring you over here. That's better. See, traditionally, if you were doing anything with like these ledges or anything like that, you would clinch the nails, which is where the nails are actually longer than the thickness of the shutter. So they poke through. So all your nails poke through. And then you do a technique called clinching, which is where you put a bar underneath. You bend the nail over the bar so the point is pointing downwards, and you tap it in. And as it goes in, it kind of hooks the wood and then tightens up as well. So it pulls the wood together at the same time as you bang it in. Now, years ago, when I was working with my old man on the old boat yards, we had I don't know if it still exists actually, there was a boat called Mady. And this boat was a racing yacht, Mady. It was a world-class racing yacht. And it was all wood, all planked. Beautiful, beautiful boat. Lovely, lovely lines. Oh, it's gorgeous. I don't know if I think it had issues with rot. Has constantly having boards replaced, and that's costing a huge amount of money to keep it in the water. And I can remember seeing it once, not that long ago, I can't remember where it was now. Was it in Roxham? I saw it in a shed. A few years after, say a few years, probably about 10 years afterwards, I was helping my dad. I was only a young kid then, you see. And he got me as a boy. I was in the bilges of the boat of Mady, and I was doing because these are all copper riveted, you see. Now, when you hear that term clinker, it's got nothing to do with the fact that the boards. People say, "Oh, it's a clinker," where the boards go over the top of each other. No, that's large slab. It's not large slab. Oh, large strike. Oh, crikey! Tip my tongue. I have brain fog, I do, I'll tell you. I've got fibromyalgia. But anyway, that's basically the boards lap over each other. A bit like your fencing. Clinker is a term given to the method of fixing the boards to the actual frames. So you'd have all these small frames, like splines, that were inside, and basically the copper rivet would go through, and the person on the inside or the outside, depending on what way around you're putting them in, would have to hold the clinker on there, and it's basically that person with the tap, and it rounds it over. So it's like a copper rivet, basically. Speaking of pop rivets, there, could you? So that's where clinker comes from. It's got nothing to do with the way the boards are on the boat. Strike. Oh, flipping out, it's bugging me now. I do know, it's just on tip of my tongue. I just cut. My head is a little bit, how to put it, a little bit all over the place. 6.5, it's the size of the shutter. I'll go a bit away a bit. There. So that'd be 45 there. Yeah, that's good. So we'll go with that. Now, when I start this, I fix one end, and then I'll work along the shutter using my little lever. Put the glue somewhere it's not getting. So anything with airlines, obviously, like electric leads on tools and what have you, they get caught on things and pull things off your bench. No, no, so why do you get yourself a pads load? I ain't got the money to get a pads load. And also the consumables don't suit what I'm doing. So I put that in there like so. So once I've got one end fixed, I create a little gap. I call it growing room. Yeah, what my mum used to call it when she used to buy me trousers that are too big. Got to be growing room, you know, boy. Right. I'll make sure that is got to move, you see, as you're going along. I'll make sure it's square with the edge, which it is now. So I get that one, I'll move along. Happy at that. And there. Oh, so. That one got a little bit more as well. These are 50mm nails. 15 gauge. No, that one, I don't want to do that one. Beans, this edge here is going to be cut to about 10mm from there. There isn't a lot of meat on there. So this last board, I actually put some glue on that so that can move. This board effectively will behave as one board. Otherwise the end will pull off, which I don't want to happen, obviously, because that would be embarrassing. You don't pull your end off, do you? Or do you? Anyway, on that note, let's get to the next one. So I've got to mark or measure the length of the shutter, which happens to be on my, which is 1560. And I've got the opposite over here. I just want to make sure that I am right. Yeah, 1560. That's going to be that way around. So that's going to be the top. So that's 170. What's that? 170, perfect. So that's the top. That's going to be the top. Let's mark that as top. I do like playing with my wood. This wood as well. 1560. Right, I've got to move this clamp out of the way. Like I say, I'm not relying on the clamp. I'm just so it doesn't actually. It's only there so the board doesn't fall apart as I'm trying to nail the shutter. I've got to put some clamps on there as yet, which I could do now, but I'm not. Well, I'll do it at the end. The glue won't go off just yet. La 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 la. Hello there. How are you? Left a bit, right a bit. Oh, the Scott sweetener. Oh, message. Oh, retracted. Okay. Please beat the old like button. Helps, you see. It does. I need all the help I can get. Ask my doctor. Blimey. I've got to have a bit of fun in the workshop. I do like to play in the workshop. Now, on my other channel, one of my other channels, I've got one called New Tech, and on that channel, I'll also be going live on that. I'm probably going to just rip things apart. So there should, I don't know if there is, but I hope there is, or make sure there is at the end. There'll be a link in the description. It's called New Tech, as in KN00TEK. And I'm starting to upload more and more stuff on there recently, because I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers, but I ain't got enough watch time. So I thought, hang on, I think it'd be pretty cool to go live on that. Just find something interesting and just pull the flipping thing apart and see what's inside, like a kid, you know? I'm a bit of a kid, to be fair. That is the sort of thing I used to do. I used to like, love to pull stuff apart just to see how it works, you know? Never tried it with people yet, but you know, never say never. Alright, so that's all on there. That's the top, that's the bottom. And this one here is going to be going on there. And that is the bottom. There on the bottom, not on there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Now I just got to make sure it's in the correct position. Now normally what I do is if I'm batching this up, I make little like little jigs. Like for instance, if I know they're all going to be like, I don't know, 40, 50mm from the edge, I'll either set up just I don't know, combination square set to that depth, or just glue 2 pieces of wood together. We just stick together and I just push it on the edge. Oh yeah, butt up, done. Move on the next one, butt up and done. What do? Right, so I'm going to stick another coat of varnish on that top. Or, to be honest, I could look at actually fixing the top down on that little side table, little value twist legs. Now, I'm probably going to use buttons. I like using buttons on tops. I don't really want to use screws, although I might have to use some screws to some degree to just temporarily just hold to pull it back down to the top of the table frame, because that heat has got to the top and it's like bent a little bit, so I've got to bear that in mind. Wallpaper joint roller, a bit of insulation tape wrapped around it, and that is a really good glue spreader. And as the glue builds up on there, and you found, well, time I cleaned it off, all you got to do is just cut it off with a, or just peel off with the the table. Just peel off, and then you can actually just put some more on and start all over again. So it works. That's correct on there. Correct the mongo. Oh, that's really frustrating. We buy these boards, they come in the pack, right? It's the most cost-effective way to buy them, where we are in France. The merchants are absolutely terrible because no one's buying it from there. They got no throughput, so they sit there for too long and they end up all bent and twisted. Well, I think that's eating the hat, because some of the boards that I got the other day, these boards, were bent and twisted. So I was really annoyed. Whole pack of them was. Now I'll show you how bad it was. Look at the state of this. Is that a bad one? Yeah, that's a pretty bad. Is that one a bad one? Yeah, that's pretty bad as well. I don't know if you can see down that. Can you see down that? Yeah, you see how twisted that is. It's like a propeller. That is. So is this one. I've got about 7 boards like that. Okay, this one here's really bad and all, it's twisted. You see that? If I say that's level there, that it isn't. So use winding sticks there. I don't think you need winding sticks to tell. Not on that one. So the only thing I can do with that is cut it into short bits. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Didn't really want to do that, but you know, that's what I've got to do. Never mind. These things are sent to try you, that they are. Now, I'm not one, I don't borrow anything. The only time I borrow anything is I'm paying to borrow. Like hire. That's the only time I actually borrow anything. There's something that Caroline's granny, she's not, you know, she's gone now, but she used to say, never be a lender or borrower be. I can't disagree more, I tell you. The worst thing you can do, if you value your tools, is to lend them out. Only lend them out if they're attached to your own hands. It's nice to help people, don't get me wrong. If someone comes over and they want to borrow, I don't know, chisel or something like that, and you spend the time sharpening it, looking after it, and it comes back like it's, you know, like they've used it as a cold chisel or something. It's quite annoying. Yeah. And I made the mistake of going against that rule when I was fitting the staircase I built. Oh God, that's a fancy staircase that was. It had I probably got some offcuts of the treads here somewhere. I know I haven't there. These treads, right, were literally Douglas fir beams, nice Douglas fir, all machined up, what have you, and they had like we cladded the tops with inch half of 30 mil. 30, well, Thomas machined down. That was nominal. About around 30 mil thick oak on the tops, and they could only be fixed on the front because obviously the different materials are going to move differently. And it had big old oak strings for the stairs, and then had glass on the stairs. It looked so cool. It really did. And the treads almost looked floating because they didn't actually touch the strings. They were set away from the strings, so there's like a gap in between. And we had these like stainless steel dowels that we use, big chunky stainless, and that's how they fixed into place. So it was really cool. Took a bit of working out. The only thing is though, the guy who I built it for, so I didn't do the glass, you see, I just did the woodwork. He got all the glass measured up. He got a rock, which I shouldn't have laughed, but I did. Now I told him you got to make glass cutters. They don't accept cardboard for all your not here. But they didn't use the UK either. But I don't know if they do now. Cardboard templates. They don't accept that because obviously cardboard's cardboard, and it's not very, it's too soft. They want hardboard. Hardboard templates is what they want. And he goes standing up and start cutting this cardboard up, and then they took it down there, and they hummed and hawed over it, and they didn't want to do it, but they did in the end. They come back, it was all slightly out. Because all this glass had to fit into the top of the string. There was a channel in the top of the string, and then the glass was being fitted into the top of the string with a little rubber, because the slot is bigger than the glass, with a little rubber gasket. But then we mastic the top of the glass, right? So between the glass and the slot, the remaining, it's only tiny bit, about 3 mils or. So we mastic that with polyurethane mastic. I then did the old squirty water trick, then cleaned it all, cut it all off. So it looks like a really neat gasket, and it's all in coordinating colours and what. It looked really cool, really cool. I was quite proud of that staircase. I have to put some pictures on it. I've got them home in the house. Right, so far so good. I've got the middle one to go on. Don't worry about measuring the middle one that way. I'll just make sure it lines up with the ends of those two. First of all, we need to make sure we're in the middle. I normally do these side by side, so I do a pair side by side. But I can't do it because I won't be able to get around the bench because they'll be wider than the stick of the bench. So that is 42. That's exactly the same size as last time. That's a good sign. That is a very good sign. So it's 21 on it. Oh, that's the middle. Why do they put sticky tape on every blooming thing? When you package materials, there's no plastic or anything. They're just literally strapped up, but not plastic straps. They always put these flipping stickers over everything. What must have think we want stickers on the wood itself? You've got to go out of your way to get rid of them and sticky mess and the sticker. It's got to be better. Why can't they staple a piece of paper to it or something, or a label? It's annoying. Don't like it. No. Right. There you go. So when I've got this far, I can. I'm getting close with this job now, actually, or closer. That's those louvers. I'm not looking forward to. Oh, I've done them those times before, but it's so much machining. Every single little louver, 14mm thick, 45 degree. There's a lot of them. Each size up can fit. So you've got like 50 in that one, 50 in that one. It adds up. It's a lot of little slats. It's going to be really annoying. Luckily, some of them are very short, so that's not too bad. So I'm just using my older, my little roller, because it works. Just roll it out so you don't end up drawing lumps on it. Plonk that on here, and I don't make contact until I've got my T-square. There are. And I can line it up. If you put T-square, if you put it down too early, you might be at an angle, then you can have glue everywhere. Excess glue. I don't want that. No. So we will be putting that back on. But first, what I've got to do is I've got to line them up with these two here. Oh, dear me. I'll be glad to get this workshop properly tidy up so it's usable. At the moment, it's sort of like tripping over ourselves. It's quite annoying. Very annoying, in fact. That'll do. Can't see, that's anything. When you've got a messy workshop, this one is really messy. Next door isn't so much, obviously. We have my proper workshop. It's fine. But when you've got a mess, you can't find anything. You always have to look for stuff. Line over there, bring it back. That'll do. And you always trip over shit. I do anyway. I'm terrible. gosh, ever since I had fibromyalgia, I'm nowhere near as agile as I used to be. Nowhere near. And I think some of it's just nerves as well. Do you know what I mean? Thinking you're going to hurt yourself, or you're going to fall, or you trip over something. I think that's part of it. Just nervousness. There we go. In there it goes. Oh, I've got a gap there already. That's good. Everything gets sanded down, so I don't mind if you get these like, oh, you know when you got your hammer, right? Not this hammer, but you've got a hammer, you're banging your nails into your floors, you end up with all these little rounds. We used to call them half crowns years ago. And there is ways of removing them, especially in softwoods, with a little bit of water. And the water gets in the wood and expands, and it lifts the wood to the surface again, but when it's this, you can't see it that well, but when you get this sort of damage at the top, like that, from the shoe of the actual, and the hammer of the actual nail gun, you can try and remove them, other than just sanding them off. Probably what we usually do is just sand them off on these, use this nail gun. But it's still annoying. Oh God, Bennett, ow, 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 oh, just hurt my arm. My arm just, I get shooting pains. Fibromyalgia is a strange thing, I'll tell you. I get random shooting pains in my muscles. That's one of the reasons why I do YouTube. It's something I can do still, even though it's still physical. If you do this sort of work, I suppose. This is too bad, though, is it? It's nothing really. But yeah, with the thing with fibromyalgia, it kind of amplifies the pain, if it makes any sense. So anything that might cause a little bit of pain ends up being more pain than what it actually is. Oh, I ain't done this side yet. I've done some of it. Good, that's done. That one there's done. Right, take the airline out of there. Also just compressor will be constantly going off. And now I want to clamp the shutter to the rails. That clamp is loose now, so I'll put that one out of the way. I'll move you over there before I tip you off. So I'm going to have to keep moving the shutter back and forth, you see. And I could do a better tripod for use for that. For lives, doing this, I suppose. Right. Oh my God, what a mess. This place is such a flippin' mess. It really is. Right. So I'm going to use some long reach clamps on hard. If I find them, hide them. Make sure that's clamped there, it's really important. Actually, I wonder if I can get out to there. That's good. That one ought to be tapped up a bit, really. That shouldn't have a gap in there. Nope, 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 nope. So, trim these to width, I run through the table saw. Trim to width. It's really easy. Let's use another long count on that one. Now, when I first started doing these shutters, normally all my shutters normally have a brace as well. It's normally ledge and brace, not just ledge. This is more unusual, but normally when I do it that way, I'd actually set the ledges. He doesn't want that though. I'd set the ledges into the door, so I basically have a jig, which is, I did see it a minute ago. Can't see it now, but anyway, a jig with the router, you create a channel. It takes extra time though, so I don't mind the fact that he doesn't want that. The problem is with it, it goes all the way to the end of the shutter, so you see the edges of it. But that locks the ledges into the boards. They can't droop. They won't droop anyway, but you know. So you need a clamp on there, and there's a block of wood. Right, let's just put one on there. Make sure of that. What I could do with making or buying, if I can get hold of some, is some long reach clamps. Some clamps that are like, that could reach into the middle of the average shutter. That would be so blooming handy. Or a press. Well, that did it. Good, 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 good. La 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 la. Right, that one there, that one there, that one there. The only thing is with presses, you normally see what I do is I'll be making these shutters up. I'd literally move them with the clamps and put them to one side. I've got a layout bench outside. I'll put them on top of that. So then they just stack on top of each other. That frees up your bench then, you can carry on working. But I'm not going to be using this bench again today. So that won't matter. And the glue's not taking very long to go off now. Let's use that one there next. Because it's warm, very warm. It's toasty. Well, it is. Now, if you don't want to use nails and glue and what have you, and like that, you can use screws. But then you've got to think what you can do with the screw heads. I don't like to see any fixings for any reason. Nails are easy to fill, aren't they? You know, all the same, I did actually those big old barn doors I did. They're counterboard and plugged, which is nice. Looks a lot nicer. I don't like to see all that screws. Screws aren't pretty, are they? You know, they're just a bit pretty ugly, to be fair. Right, let's get that on there. So they're all the same clamp, which is good. Get that one on there. I need to scrap all. Oh, that's what I did last time. I cheated. I put magnets on my pencil so I can stick them to my table saws and stuff, so I don't end up losing them. Right. This one's lost a shoe, so I've got to put something underneath that one. There's a big old dimple in the wood. Oh, there, that's it there, that'll do. Now, like I say earlier, it's such a nuisance that it's very hard to get straight timber, but if you have got a bend in it, what you do, the board next to it, you put, which also could have a bend in it if it's coming out of the same pack, you just put the opposite way around, that counters the bend. So there's just one way you can do it. Otherwise, I was trying to find straight wood, but the problem is, if I did that, I would have so much bent wood everywhere. I'd have to charge the customer probably 40–50% more. So there's no need. You can counter it. You can get over. Twists, on the other hand, are a pain in the derriere. They are effectively crap. What can you do with it? You can play in the twist out, but then your wood ends up being a quarter of an inch thick. That's not very helpful, is it? Is it all the way down? Oh, it is all the way down. It's just the arrows is off that one. That one needs a bit more. That one's okay. So what I do on that one, I have a piece of wood underneath, and then I can tripping over myself here. Da, 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 da. Here we go. That's my hand. I did it. That's good. All right, leave that alone. All right, I'll go back in the other workshop. That's what we'll do now. Let's just leave it do its thing. Make sure it's sitting flat. Make sure. Now, all the clamps, or at least 4 of these clamps, need to be on here, otherwise you'll cause a twist. That'd be right. And once I've gone off, I then use my skill saw and my little rail. Just that one there. That's always just chopping off the ends to length. I don't have a rail saw, a plunge saw. I would like one actually. I was watching someone use one the other day and I thought, crikey, I would make use of that. I used to say, no, I wouldn't need that, I wouldn't make use of that. And I saw what he was doing with it. I thought, oh, crikey, yeah, I could use that. So we are going to grab the top, which is outside. I'll grab that and we'll clean that up a little bit, get a coat of varnish on that, and then we can... Oh, actually, no, I was going to fix it onto the top window. That's what I was going to do. If I'm going to do that, I need to first level the top of the legs. Now, there's more finish on the legs, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. If I use buttons to secure the top, it doesn't actually matter. Hello. So, I need to remove these little bits of wood at the top there, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to button it. Now, originally it was just screwed on. The old top was. I didn't have a top on it, actually, to be fair, but the holes are there. I'm not loving that, because it doesn't have any movement in the top. Now, the other way you could do is, if you want to use screws, you could actually slot the screws. So, but that isn't done. It's just literally hole. That's all there is. Just a series of holes. You've got one. It's a bit bizarre. You've got two on that side, one over there, and one over there. It doesn't make any sense. The problem is, if you use screws, you're going to end up causing the as it expands and contracts, effectively trying to rip this apart. So if it expands in the moisture, well then it's going to push against the legs, and obviously if it's shrinking, it's going to try and pull on the legs. So what we're going to do, I'm going to use buttons. Yeah, I'll take them off my Levi's. Not that kind of button, no. Whatever I do, I need to level the top. Which I should have done earlier, really. There's various ways to do it. Sometimes I just, if I can wing it with an angle grinder with a sand disc in it and create loads of dust, I can do it that way. So I might do that because I've cascomited the top up, got to reinforce it a little bit. It's a bit twisted as well. It's still a bit twisted, to be honest. Years of abuse, I reckon. It's had years of abuse. Now, can I actually get that into this vice? Is it possible? I'll move the camera around then. Is there enough room to get into the vice? Oh, not quite. Not quite. Oh, what if I went that way? Oh, yes, there is. Oh, where there's a will, there's a way. That's one way of doing it. Just to twist it a bit. Got to do the twist and shake. No, twist and... Yeah. No, shaking back. Oh, twisting back. Come on, back. Hello, Lefty. I hope you're well. Hi, H. Rivera. Hello. I used to see New Yankee Workshop. Do you know what? I loved watching Norm Abram. I did agree with everything he's doing. A lot of people probably didn't, especially the overuse of the biscuit joiner. I do have a biscuit joiner, but I only use it for lining up boards. The idea of making cabinet doors with it is just, oh no, don't do that. It's not going to hold together. Not for long, anyway. But it was clever, man. I liked those little whirly gigs that I used to make as well. No, I can't use a plane on there because there's glue at the top, and I'll just bug them at the edge up on my I'll put my hand plane. So I just wreck it. So what I'm going to do is not use a wire brush. That'd be interesting. No, I've just got to change the disc over. Put the sanding disc in it. So anything with this, it does tend to stick. No, it hasn't. That's right. That's good. And I should. Oh yeah, there's that on there. Put the air filters on. I've got two air filters on just above the bench here. So it quite quickly actually clears the air when you create a bit of dust. But like I said, I still need to find a way with a flipping dust mask. I've tried paper ones, a waste of time. Total waste of time, they are. They don't do nothing. And the rubber ones, well, you have to on so blooming tight. Well, ideally, I'd like one of them trend things. See the ones with got like batteries in and stuff, and they filter the air, blows the clean air over your face. It makes so much more sense. Or they'll be quite heavy, especially in this hot weather. Now, at the moment, all I'm going to do is remove what looks like high areas and also the excess glue I squeezed out just with a sander. I should really hold dust mask over my face, I suppose. I'll do that. It'll be better than nothing. while I'm doing that. The rubber straps are no good whatsoever. There's not enough pressure in them. So now I've removed the glue, excess glue. I can use a hand plane if I want now. I'll clear the air. Well, that's clear the air. Let's go and grab that table. Ugh, don't like that dust because it's the glue that I use is cascamite and it's formaldehyde glue, UF glue. Where's my top? It's over here. Oh, I left this outside earlier, bent it in the wrong way, so I put it upside down, hope to heat the back up so it bends the other way. Oh, it's helped. It's not perfect. So that was a mistake. That'll settle down, don't be wrong. Once it acclimatises, I'll go back to what it was. So, I haven't finished varnishing this yet, but I'm going to do it while it's on the top, for the top. Oh, that's crikey, it's hot out there. Everything's cooking. What's cooking? Me wood's cooking. That it is. Alright, so just remove this piece of wood. I'll just screw the back across there so when I varnish it, it's got something to hold on to, and also when I put it down, it doesn't actually touch. The wet areas don't touch anything, cause problems. That's the back. Crikey, I'm ready to cook that. No, it's bendy now. Hopefully we can get that back down again. So that's going to be going on there. Practically sort of on there like that. I don't need to worry about that at the moment. It's had 3 coats so far. It's going to be having 7 on that top. If it's worth it, if I can get that flat again. Oh God. Don't leave things outside in extreme heat. Yes, that is a lesson learned. So I need to true this up. Now, all I'm going to actually do is when I true this, it's very easy to do it. I could use the table saw top over there because I know that's perfectly flat. I could eye it from one bar to the next, and if they're obviously in line with each other, I mean that's going to be flat. That's probably what I'm doing. And also straight edge. To be honest, those rails are in line. Oh, that's not going to be too bad to do then. That's good to see. I'm happy about that. Now we'll be putting buttons in there, like I mentioned a moment ago. Let's find where's my long straight edge? Or longer straight edge. So I've got a 12-inch one there. Will that work? Oh, that's how I do what I want to do. Make sure, yeah, that's right. Oh, okay. Better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it would be horrendous. So I've got to be careful here. If I get this wrong and I split the wood backwards, I don't want to do that. Let's take it back a little bit. That way. So I'm trying to take it across that way best I can. It's not correct yet. It's too much. There's too much bleed. That's better. That's right, but that is a bit low on that one. So what is a lesser evil? Especially if it's a big flat piece of sandpaper on a flat board glued down, you can get the whole table to do that, couldn't you? Flatten it. that one's a little bit on the low side, but I might have to suffer that one. These two rails are in line with each other. Yeah, that's just low just there. That's the shape of the rail. All that rail's too far down in the mortars. Okay, that's right. So, being I'm using buttons, when you use buttons on the top, so you've got to remember that the wood expands and contracts across its width, not in its length. So, technically speaking, if you want to fix this end and that end, as long as you put the screw in the middle and just one, there's no reason why we can't screw, let's say for instance there and there, yeah? Because it's spreading from the inside, that's your fixed point, and outwards and inwards from that one point. You're halving the error, so halving the influence or the expansion contraction. But you need to have a fixing here, you see. But by using the buttons, you see the button can move in the slot. I'll show you what I mean. So what we're going to do is we're going to create two slots, one that side half, and one side there. Probably enough to put two buttons on each side. One will probably do, but we're going to do two. And then we might screw there and there to hold the middle down. I think that's the plan. I think. Not enough for 10 minutes. See if it actually will even go down, because I might have to. Oh, actually, I think I probably will actually. The reason I say that is because obviously I've got that bend at the top now. If I do that way, it's fine. Oh, yeah, it's going down. There's enough flex in that to pull that down, and hopefully it balances out. Right, so I need to get the router and a rabbiting bit, or channeling bit. 10 mil, that'll do. 10mm channeling bit, and let's go with my Makita router again, because it just works. I just pulled the axe off my my log, and they landed on my foot. That's not a good idea, is it? That could have been a very bloody situation, and it could. So, let's bring it around again. Hello, Mad Monk. Hey, no worries, Mad Monk. Don't worry about my friend. Crikey, you're always there. It's a bit of a shame about Joel, isn't it? It's just, yeah, I feel it feels a bit unfair. I feel like it's almost like a bit of an attack on me, really. I don't know what I did wrong. There you go. See, the thing is that the other channel, you do it for a bit of fun. It's, you know, like this one, you do it for a bit of fun, really. You know, if people don't enjoy it, well then, what's the point? What's the point? There you go. How many people got here at the moment anyway? We've got 67 people watching. There you go, that's on there like so. So I've got a bit earlier today. It's only, what, 2 o'clock? That's 3 o'clock today at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a channel across here and across there. I'm not going to worry about marking it. I'm just going to say, okay, that's about right, and I'll use the edges of as a reference point somewhere on the body of the router. And you've got to be careful with this because it's narrow, so the router can do this. So that's where you've got to be a little bit ginger. This is a 1850 watt Makita router. I had it for a very long time, so, and it's just well made. I'll tell you what, things about this, the things that you really notice about a good tool, right? Things like this, the depth adjuster here to the turret. This is just well thought out. You've got this button on the side here, you've got like this quick release going on, you know. You've also got this other stop in the opposite direction, so you can lock it exactly where you want it to be. And it's just, everything's metal, and it's just, even that knob on the top there is metal, you know, it's just well made. It's solid. I did have a problem once where the switch got all crappy inside, and it just wasn't making contact anymore, but that was easy fixed. So it was no biggie. So I've got to make sure I can get low enough to get that in there. That's probably good. Quite happy with that. Now, because when you're doing channeling on the inside there, I always like to try and lock this the other direction off as well. So you lock the actual bit exactly where it's got to be, because you're not going to plunge it, are you? Because you take a bit like this, you'll end up taking a chunk at the side of your piece of work. And if it all of a sudden pings up because the clamp on the side, that one, gives up for whatever reason, or you knock it or whatever, well then you're going to end up with a great big mess, aren't you? Yeah, and also it can be dangerous. So I'm just going to use my eyes as a visual. So probably up to about there, and probably the same for about there. It's probably enough. So we now have this little channel. Okay, that's a bit overkill, but it's especially a table this size, it's tiny, isn't it? I've done a bit overkill actually. I could use the other bit for that, but that'll do. And I haven't done it exactly in place, have I? Oh dear me, my visuals aren't good. Just on this side. Now, if you're worried about that rocking about like so, you can clamp that piece of wood on the outside to help support the base of the rotor if you want. I'm not gonna worry. Do you know what I could have done? I could have just done like two shorter ones, couldn't I? There, and two shorter ones there. So I'm not putting one in the middle. Oh, maybe I need to draw a plan. The plans are fine if you're doing, if you're making furniture and stuff like that. But you should be able to, most stuff you can just make through notes and you'll get by. We worry too much. We need to chill. That's what we need to do. People worry too much about stuff that don't really matter. So we need to make some buttons, okay? The buttons, this is just a little block of wood, effectively shaped like that. How can I've got a blackboard in there. I've got this one. Oh, can you see what? There's a blackboard in there. It's gone. The other blackboard. Oh, after that. I'll just show you. I'll just make one. Now, when you make your buttons, you need to think, okay, you don't want to make individual buttons because it's just silly. You want to make a strip of wood that you can cut into buttons. Just easier. You drill all your holes and everything, and then you cut them to length. Otherwise, you just make no work for yourself, aren't you? Now, your buttons don't really matter what direction the grain goes in, but it's obviously easier if it's going a long ways. Make it easier to actually do. What can I make the buttons out of? Well, there's no reason why I can't use. You could use hardwood if you want, if that's what you got. You could use pine if you want. No one's going to see it. No one will care. Only the buttons. I'm going to use a bit of pine because I see a piece down here that I can use quite easily. That'll do it. Oh. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Oh my god, that's a shitty bit. Don't want to use that. What's this bit here? Oh, that'll do. Right, so what we'll do is we'll take it to the table saw and make some buttons out of that. At this stage, we're just going to cut it to size, and then what we're going to do is we're going to create a channel in it, rebate it on or rabbet on the table saw. I need to, this distance here from the top to the top of that groove is what's important. So I use my vernier. Hello vernier, how are you? Oh, I'm fine, he says, fine. Right, so I'm just going to measure that distance there, and that is the size of the actual rabbet I'm going to put into that piece of wood. but it needs to be fractionally smaller because I want the buttons to pull the top down. So if it's exactly the right measurement, it's just going to hold it and the top could be loose. We want to create a little bit of pressure. So effectively we want clamping action. So I'm going to go slightly smaller. So instead of being 8mm, I'm going to put them down to a 7mm rabbit or rebate. If you're in England, that is. Let's come over to the table saw. Over to the table saw. Hello, Jamari. Hope you're well. Good afternoon to you, my friend. Hope you're having a lovely, lovely, lovely day. It's a lovely day. Oh, I love it when the sun's out. We've actually filled up our spa. Cleaned all that. It's only one of the inflatable ones. It's really good though. Actually, we've had it several years now. It is undercover though, so it's where the old pig shed used to be. It's not a pig shed anymore. But yeah, so we cleaned it all out and sorted it out. So let's just run that through there. There's room. Yep, there's room. There's enough depth of cut. That's good. So when you push that through, you don't want it up against the fence. You want just away from the fence, just gently, just a little bit away. I need to cut a rabbit in there, a rebate. All right. Well, I'll probably do it in a couple of hits because that measurement there is quite important. All right, the bit that's going to be left is quite important because it's got to be able to hold it. The beans and grains going that way, and then I'll make it a pine so it's not so strong. I'm going to make the buttons a little bit longer than what I normally do. Normally they're about what, 30mm. I'm going to make them there 40mm, so I've got a little more lateral strength. Otherwise it's like to break off. I suppose you could do them the opposite direction, I suppose. Could do, actually. Could use some sliding table. Do that. Tell you what, let's use a lot of sliding. I ain't used it for such a long time. Just for an excuse to use it. I don't use them. This was a mistake. It's free, it is. It's such a faff to put on. It's good when it's on, but it's a ridiculous faff. It really is. Don't need that. Need that. Need that. And this bit, yeah, it wouldn't come out, that's all. It comes out that way. Crikey, what a faff. I don't need to stop anyway, then come off. Why aren't you coming out of there, you? This is very annoying. You can't see the faff man with this thing. Oh! Oh, that's the way it comes off. I'm glad you didn't see that. Because I've been a right old idiot. Right, a bit of wire, keep with the extra bits. You've got this piece here, which remember rightly goes into there, I think. I think I'm missing a bit actually. No, I'm not. That's that piece that goes into. I've got this right in my head now. What's that bit going to there? Oh, that goes there, that's it. Oh, crikey, such a faff. So that goes onto there. I can't remember the last time I've used this, I'll be absolutely honest with you. And that goes, does it go there? Probably. Yes, and then that goes on there. Crikey. It's a puzzle. This saw is a jet, they call it a super saw, but in that super. Right, that goes on there. That's it. Done it. And now it should slide backwards and forwards that way. So that way I can put the rabbit on the end. Get the grain going in the right direction. No idea anyway, I suppose. Set a 90th. That's locked off. Hang on, where's me? Why that locking? Am I missing a part to it? Oh, you idiot. I am. I forgot that bit. That goes under that one as well. What a fool. What a fool. What a fool. That goes in there like so. Remember now. And that goes over the top of that one like so. So that's how you adjust the miter gauge. I've never had a real need for it, to be honest. I thought it was a good idea at the time. Well, it was a bloody pain in the neck. See, the thing is, most of the time I'm using the full width of the bed, you say, I don't want all that stuff all over it constantly. You're better off just using sleds. Right. So I am going to get my digital measure. These things are really worth having. Really are. It makes life so much easier. Now, the problem with anything like this, table saws, when you've got an insert like that, okay, or even like that one, the insert is never ever, or very rarely, exactly in the right position. You know, you've got to constantly keep having to readjust it and stuff. And because of that, if you try and measure off the insert to the top of the saw blade, you're likely to be out of the measurement's going to be wrong. Whereas this thing, it can reach from the cast iron top over to the actual blade itself, you see. And all you do is you set this to, you turn it on. You turn it on, that you do. You bring this down to the top like so. And you press the 0, which was the red one? No, sorry, the yellow one. So you press the 0. And it'll 0 it to the top. So wherever you put it, should be pretty much near on 0. There you go. And now if I know, what did I say? It was 7mm, didn't I? What was it on the vernier? I think it was 7mm. Make it look like a little faff and but you know, yeah, 7mm. So you just lift that up until it's 7mm, lock it off, and then you can bring the blade to it. She'll be spot on. So 8mm, 7.5. What's that? I'm figuring away, idiot. That's near as damn it, 699, that'll do. So I'll set the blade to that. It's a little bit less, I can always take more out if I want to. Right. With a little bit of wood. Just do a little test. Distance from there. I know it's 10mm depth. 10mm? I think it's 10mm. The roller. Yes. Right. Band setting. Right, so 10. Right, yep, 10mm. So if I set, including the thickness of the blade, 10mm. I don't want to do that. If I do that, we're going to get with, actually this rebounds, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at this stage. We can go, no we don't. No, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I thinking? Where's my clamp? I need the clamp. What have I done with that clamp? Where's my quick release clamp? I was using it earlier. Do you ever do that? You kind of working away and you use something, you put it down and forget where you put it. Oh, so is that the flipping saw? It's there. So I need the clamp and a little piece of wood. Don't need to be very big. In fact, that would Oh, that'll do, perfect. That'll do. Okay, like that. Hopefully it'll reach, it will. So just in front of the blade at that point there. Not all the way down there or there, just in front of the cut of the blade. Make sure, I've just got hope. Right, hang on. This clamp is going to interfere. Is it going to interfere? Probably. So if it interferes, it's no good. It's interfering there. That's not, the clamp is no good. So what I want is a longer piece of wood. There you go. I'll do it. There. Yeah, I'll do it. That's perfect. So we're going to set that 10mm. You know, this piece of wood 10mm from, including the thickness of the blade, from the actual blade, and that's that little temporary fence that I put there, which will make it a little bit longer. There you go, a bit further along, see a bit better. Closer. That'll do. That'll do. That will do. So you can use all these fancy little things, hold it down if you really want. But generally speaking, just hold it your fingers. But doing it this way, I can get the grain going in the right direction. Tighten that one down, that's on 0. It's never damn it anyway, so slide backwards and forwards, turn the saw on! This is really important because what happens is that can influence, yeah, or the fence or can influence your rebate. But also, if you're doing cutting off, chop, you know, you've got the fence up against it, your piece of wood can twist and rack between the blade and the fence. So it's good to have that free space. Like that. Put it back if you like, but now it's all fixed. Don't generally do that, but you know. Then I've got to just check that it is the right depth with the vernier. That's good. Actually, that's too deep. That's no. So I'm just going to go down a bit. Knock it off. I'll check this again because it should have been on 699. Was I touching? Oh, it's too high. How do I manage that? That's it. Oh, it's too high, so I'm just going to chop the end of that off. Start again. If it's too high, it's not going to clamp the top to the side rail. Eureka! We have it! I know what happened. I was being an idiot. Basically, I didn't have the blade at its highest point and touch the bottom of the digital gauge. But that is basically the basic. That is the depth that I'm looking for. I'm just going to check it on here. Yep, spot on. That's good. So I can get one. I'll get 2 buttons out of that probably. Hello, Sebastian Bear. So in a width, because I'm going that way now with the grey, I need 4 buttons, right? So if I do one on the other end, I can do each end and then just cut it to size. Sebastian, I suppose you want a treat, don't you? Just cut that on the radial arm saw. So So now that we're set up, okay. I've got some in my pocket there. What? What are you jumping about for, you idiot? Dogs, eh? Hey, I had a bath yesterday. All fluffy now, didn't you? I had a bath, didn't you, last night? You'll laugh. I don't know if I should tell you this, but I'm going to. Do you know how we bath our dogs? What happens is, I have a shower first, and then Caroline passes each dog into the shower, and then I am all naked with my dogs, scrubbing them all up. No, it's no bestiality or anything silly like that. It just gets clean dogs. And they get a real proper flipping bath, they do. Oh, shower. Yeah, I get all lathered up. Sebastian, he's like this on all fours. What's going on? Wally's shaking, he doesn't like it at all. We do one at a time, obviously. And Pandora, she comes in, she loves it. She want more of this. She loves being in the shower. You don't have to push her into the shower. She just walks straight in there. Yeah, my turn. I'm up for this. I like this. You know, she likes it. She does. She has a little bum rub. She does, just above the towel. But when you dry them, what have you? Well, actually, we just took them out for a walk, what have you? And they just they're all fluffy, and you just constantly brush them. You use a shedding brush as well, because Pandora at the moment, she's just got such a dense coat, and she's molting like crazy. That horrible thing is, though, when you do it the way we did it with the shower, I know it sounds gross, I was covered in dog hair because they're molten like crazy. So I had always like wads. Every time I put my hands on, my hands are like, I look like Chewbacca, but black. A black Chewbacca, that's it. Yeah, it works. I love my dogs, but not like that. Now, if you wanted, you can nibble that out. Should we do that? Let's just nibble that out. It'll be easier. Take the pressure of that off. Bring that up. Everything needs a good old clean. Pull it out of the way. So I just bring it out a little bit like so each time and just nibble it. Or you can literally put the other way up and cut it off. But let's nibble. That's just easy. There's that one. Do the same on this one. If I had the dado head in this, it'd be so easy to make tenons with a table saw. It really would. It's so quick. You wouldn't need to do a vertical set up vertically. You just nibble the whole lot out. Really good with a dado head in. Okay, so we've now got like two buttons. Take one on that side, one on that side. But we're going to rip them down the middle, and that will make 4 buttons. But before so this is the problem with this blooming thing. See now, what do I do with it? It's in my way. So I've done what I need to do with it, and now it's in my way. So I've got to remove the whole thing and put it away again. It just means I don't use it as much as I'd want to. To be fair, in this case, I could just literally slide that over, like so, if I wanted to, and then I can probably lock that off. And I've got enough room to do what I need to do. It's not ideal though, is it? Some things are such stupid designs. Ill thought out. Like blooming guards on machines. Now, if I had the guard on, how are you going to do that? The guard getting in the way. There are some machines with good guards of mine. But most guards on machines are just there for the purpose of having a guard, just so they tick a box. That's better. Now I just want to rip it down the middle. But before I cut them to length, I'm going to drill me holes. That's about middle. Has to be exact. It's near enough. Lift up. So now, now I've got this piece here, sticking out the side to get you in the belly. Yeah, helpful, isn't it? It's just stupid. Bring it hard. There you go. Back to the bench. Boom, boom, boom. Let's drill our holes. And countersink them. Draw our buttons. I don't need pine buttons. Oh, do you know what I forgot to do? Currently, it ain't going to work because that has got to fit into that slot and they're too thick. I forgot. I'm losing my mind, I am. I'm losing my mind. So I need to... So I don't have to be exact. There. Strip them down to that. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Keep jabbing myself with this. Oh, crikey. Well, these are clean, not that much. So basically the width here was too... You know, I need that width. That, yeah, so I need to remove a piece. So there. That's about right, I think. Let's do that first and then check it. I've got a better... I'll use that one. When you use short pieces of wood and pass with saw, it's so easy with short piece to do that on the back of the blade. So if you've got something like this, you hold the back down as you're cutting it, as well as holding it to the fence. The blade could do a bit higher. Just going to double check it, just in case. Oh, perfect. Parfait. Now let's drill the holes. So we call these buttons little turn buttons or turnkeys. So we're going to drill the holes and countersink them, and then we'll cut them off the length. There it is. And just clean up the holes in the back as well. One minute. And we'll cut them to length. So basically these will be fitted into here. You see that way up. Like that. And that's what I hold the top on. But we've got to cut them to length first. And I'll just clean them up on the older finisher. La 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 la. La 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 la. It's back right up. Ooh. There you go. Make them a little oversized because they're pine, so the hard one will probably make them a little more dainty. Dainty. No one's got to see them, are they? No one cares. Over to the linen shawl. Oh, hello, linen shawl. How are you? Ba, 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 ba. Hello, can I be up you well? What? Aye, English or Spanish? Well, I don't sound Spanish. That's new. Blimey. Thank you, Madman, for correcting that one. I'm Norfolk, mate. Norfolk. buttons! Yes, like a lift off. So, back to the bench. And let's fix our buttons. Got to line the top up. Hopefully it'll be alright. The nice thing about buttons is you can actually remove it afterwards if you want to. Also, I'm going to put a screw in the middle as well. Why is that marked? I don't know, it'll sound off anyway. So currently we've got one screw hole there and a random one to one side, but it should be in the middle. So I don't know what that's all about. I'll ignore them. So we'll put one in there. It's in the middle because it was spread from the middle. So in the middle. Damn it, so that fell off. Excuse me. Right, we need some drill bits. Got my dormers. You gotta have your dormer bits. So, I'll make sure I've got clearance on them. So I'm actually gonna make them a little bit bigger than what you need them to be. That would have been better than stopping it, wouldn't it? Let's clean this one out. Oh, you can't see. Quite hard to keep it on the camera and see what that's doing. Okay, so far so good. Get rid of stuff. Oh, I need to make that countersink a bit bigger. Oh, there's a screw head, you'll feel it when you... Right. And my rubber mats. These ones we took out of the old bedroom last night, you know, along with the rubber ball. Oh, here we are. And my special suit. Yes. Bring out the gimp. The gimp is sleeping. I'll tell you what. This is Bruce point. You know, I left this outside in the heat. It's got a bit of a curvature at the top, but also shrunk in the end grain as well. Let me just bring it a bit higher. And I don't know if you can see that. That's one piece of wood, that is. It's not a glue joint. It's actually split at the end of the board. I've got a shake in it, just there. Now that'll probably close up, actually. Actually, I'll put some water in it. I'm not that bothered. But that just proves you can easily make mistakes and do silly things, like leave it out in the blooming sun without thinking, trying to, oh, I've got to get the varnish to dry. And then you just mess it all up. It's my own stupid fault. So we've got our little buttons. They're a bit oversized, but they'll be right. They'll do the job, won't they? And we've got a top. So you need to line that up. Got shrunk out of there as well. Blimey. Never mind. So that's got to go on that way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my little combination square. And yes, there's a lot more varnish to go on as yet, but not necessarily the bottom edge. So we need to line it up. At the moment it's too far that way, so let's move that over there. Nice bit of combination square, just poke it through there and you've got a way of like a little step stop, haven't you? And you can line it up. But I know the top is square, that I do know. So maybe that way, let's bring it that way a little bit. Back this way a little bit. Oh, it keeps moving wrong. It's right there. That one there moved. I know it did. Yeah, it did. Take the line out there, 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 there. Ooh, twist it around a bit. There we go. Turn it off. You've got to be a little bit careful. It's not going to be eyeballing because the top, this leg set is twisted. It's not perfectly square, and the top is square. So I've got to kind of like split the difference. If it makes any sense, or decide what the front's going to be, and what the back's going to be. If there's any error, if it looks okay, remember from the top, you ain't got to see anything. Right, okay. So I can put a screw in there and a screw in there. And what size do I want? So I don't want to go right through, do I? Because that would be a very stupid thing to do. That is probably correct. And they are, I think they're 60mm. Oh, now I want a little pilot hole, just get it going. I don't want to put strain. On the end, next near the end grain, you see. If you put strain in it, too much strain, you'll end up, well, potentially, it could be a stress point. And then you get a shake, a crack in the end grain, starting from the screw. Or because of the, hopefully it hasn't gone all the way through. Phew. Oh, you flipping idiot. I've just been a very stupid boy. Don't be a plonker, Rodney. Right. Go that way round. I put it the wrong way round. I'll line up again now. Oh, that's so annoying. And I did that. I messed up live. Oh, crikey. What am I like? So now I've got to go through all this palaver again. Basically, the buttons would have done nothing in the other direction. They're doing pointless buttons. That's right. What I say, it's not square. Leg setting is not square. So there. So as long as it looks okay. From the top, you're going to notice IF, obviously. Okay, a bit away. A little bit away. That's it. Oh dear. So now I need to put a hole in there instead. Oh, what a blooming idiot. Well, let's do a 5 now. A couple of screws in there and there. What happened? You'll lock the boards, and as it tries to expand across the crane, it'll, well, split. Well, that door bit needs sharpening. Oh, don't just. Crikey. I don't think I was thinking. That's what I wasn't doing. Right, there you go. I suppose you could put plugs in these holes if you really want to, but I don't think I'll worry. It's just making stuff that we had kicking about usable again, isn't it? That's all it is. It's not helpful that it's not square, so every time I look at it, oh, don't look right from that side. I think that's probably the lesser of two evils, that is. Yeah, it's lesser of two evils. I suppose I could have made the top a funny shape. And then what were we doing? Look at that. Right. That's 3mm. Pile it on. Get that in the right place. So you put a screw in the middle, but you can't put them near the sides because you'll split your top. Might be why I didn't have a top. Oh, yeah, when we got all the legs set, there was no top on it. That's it, on there, and on there. So that's held down at that point. So now I've got these buttons. Now, you're saying we need enough underneath it. You see, you need about sort of clamps. And if that goes in without lifting it up and over, they're not going to actually do their job. They're not going to clamp the top to the legs. So we've got one there, one there, one there. Nice thing over here. And just allows for movement in the top that way. Like I say, it's not going to expand and contract in its length. The wood won't, not along the grain. That the expansion contraction there is so minuscule. It's not a worry to anybody. But across the grain, it can be considerable. So is that too? Oh, I think they're too long. Right. I think there might be two. Let's just check. Well, maybe not. Close. A bit too close for comfort, actually, I would say. So, what are these ones? These inch quarter. 30mm, are they? Are they 30mm? Not that one. Bent. Yes, I'll do. Right. Put one in there. So. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Right, now we'll tighten up again in a minute, but what I'm going to do is, because there's a bit of a bend in the top, because I left it out in the blooming sun, like an idiot. Christ, what stupid. I know it's easy for us, it doesn't really matter, but if you're doing that sort of stuff for customers, you can't do that. You'd have to make it again. You'd have to start again. A bit better. I think that's good. So I'm just going to get some clamps. What do you reckon? Just not F clamps. Will do the job. One there each little button, because the I don't even know if it needs one there. Maybe there. Actually, that way round. Let's put the shoe onto the top, not the other way around, and then pull that top down so I can then tighten the button up. I've got to sand the top yet again, so let's just tighten that button. That's a bit better. Decide whether I'm going to leave it on or not. That side. Maybe that one there a little bit. So I think I might actually have an episode where I actually we put the metal side that side, should I? I suppose I could utilise the screw hole and then take it out later. That's not a stupid idea, So I could actually put a screw in, just for the purpose of holding the top down. Then, let's put that on there, let's tighten it up. We want to get some varnish on that top. There you go. Oh, it's done anyway. So. Right, so that's that way up now. So we've got our buttons in the bottom, like so. And if you look at it, the grain, in this case, is going. You could put one on the other side, to be fair, so it slides up and down that way. Yeah, but I want to have a fixed point in the middle, and the fixed points have to be along the grain. So that's fixed, so it can move that way. And there's enough movement in these little buttons to take up any slack or any movement in the top. If there's only a short top, longer top, what you do is you'd make sure you put all your buttons along this side. So the expansion and contraction can slide up and down the slot, but that's not what I want to do. So I didn't. So we didn't. Right. We need to give us a bit of a sanding. In this case, we're going to use we'll start going on to wet and dry soon. I don't know if we will just yet. They've got 3 coats on this. One very, very thin coat, a slightly thicker coat, and then another slightly thicker coat. We've got up to full thickness yet. What is my axe doing on the floor? Oh. There it is. Right. Hang on, we've got spinning. Right, what's going on here? What's happening? Oh no, we're good, we're good. Phew. I was getting scared then. I thought it was a spinny wheel of death thing going on. Fred, yeah, right. Cheers, Trogdor. Love your videos. Hello from Washington. Hello in Washington. Hope you're well. Stefan, what I've made a shutter, a window shutter for a customer, and we've been doing this table over a period of time, and I just want to get another coat of varnish on this. I've got 7 coats of varnish on there, but we just using yacht varnish. So and then we'll let, what's those levelish? It should settle down because I made the boob. Last night I left it outside and it's been really hot today, so it's effectively got a bit of a curvature to it. It's eased up a little bit now. That will settle down. That will settle down. I hope so anyway. It's a bit annoying if it doesn't. I'll have to correct that. Yeah. He would make things for Madame Patrolli using her own chisel, and she is very unhappy with him. And he uses the chisel of her destiny, like the pick of destiny, the chisel of destiny, and creates the greatest shatters in the world. Ooh. I gotta love Jet Black. Thanks for that. Tenacious D. I'll have to get my saxoboom if I had one. Oh, how many times do people say I look like Jack Black? The thing is, you never see it yourself, do you? When I was younger, people used to say I look like Robbie Williams. Yeah, you see. Actually, what grit is that? Oh, that's right. Phew. I'm just flatten it off. I won't go too mad. I need to build up the coats first. And then we get to the final. You can use silicon carbide paper if you want. But wet and dry, wet. Just use not wet. Just not too much water, it's enough to lubricate. No French polishing though, sorry. My grandmother used to, she's gone now obviously, but she's I say obviously. She used to be a French polisher. During the war, she was a bit of a character. She used to make 90s out of old parachutes for the women. Yeah, she used to go around people's houses with a little kit, a little French polishing kit, and repair tops and stuff like that in these big old houses. Well, this split is a bit annoying. Oh, I left it outside. It's amazing how this sun can cause so much damage. We go on about the rain, don't we? But the sheer heat from the sun can literally just rip a piece of furniture apart, you know. It's basically just removing any little bits of grit, stuff like that, that's in the grain. And then brush strokes, the shrinkage between the actual grain itself. Just flatten it off bit by bit. Obviously the flatter you make it, the more shinier it will be. Even in certain things, you don't necessarily want it shiny, but you might want that depth. And the final coats will be done with wire wool and wax. That's it, that'll be done. See, the thing is, you see, if you are doing, if you have got a little production line going, and you're doing several coats, like I'm doing on this one, it's going to be seven coats. then you can do them all at the same time, can't you? You know, it isn't quite such a big chore. Or time consuming. Or you could spray it, as somebody mentioned before. Just doing the flats. I never use something like this hand sander on corners, unless that's my intention. But for this purpose, no, because you'll take too much finish off. It's good. Now, la da da da. Sandpaper here. Do it with my hand. Just use my hand on these bits just to do those bits. So easy to forget about that bottom edge. If you forget about that, what happens, the varnish will drip around and you end up with lumps around this bottom edge. So you need to sand that as well. Oh, that reminds me of I did a renovation of a property called the Sceptre, and it was an old pub. And it was converted into, or we converted it into flats, this pub, into, I think it was six apartments. And these are social security apartments, these were. And it was, because it was an old pub, the nicotine stains on the ceiling was like little globules. There's so much up there, and the humidity and what have you, and it's like it's been dripping off the ceiling. Oh, it's disgusting. I thought it was quite funny though. One of the kitchens was actually where the urinals were in the men's toilets. We literally just smashed the. They weren't our property because we were just doing some toll. We just smashed up the urinals and then cladded over the top of them, so it boarded it, and that's where all the kitchen units were. So that's probably still there to this day. The urinals behind the kitchen wall. People would love that, wouldn't they? If they knew. Bob Gotts was the guy I was doing the work for. I just supplied the men. No, we didn't have any men work for us at the time, although it wouldn't have been a problem. Come there, I think. Get close. Make sure my bottom edges are good. There. Be so careful on those cords. You don't want to remove the finish. It's got to show through to the top finish if you do that. So at this stage you've got to be really careful. I don't know if I might make a top for the like a shelf at the bottom. Give you more usable space on, don't it? I think it was a wash. I think it was a washed stand top on table top. Yeah, where people wash their faces in. I don't want to drop any dust onto it when I give it a coat. Should I go and get the brush? I need to go and get the brush. It's so hot. Where's my varnish? Where's me yacht varnish? Got it. Right, and where's my container I was using? I was over there. I think that's over there. Is the right one? Nope. Oh, where'd that go? Just getting the water out of the brush. I've got most of it. Just making sure. Ugh. I varnished myself. Vernie. Right. Stirred. Where did I put that pot? I suppose I just use another one. I suppose I'm going to have to. I can't say it. I've really got to get more organised. That's what happens when you're supposed to do so many different things. Do that once. Let's grab another pot then. In fact, I could just get away with one of these yogurt pots actually, because the amount of varnish, the amount of yacht varnish we're putting in is tiny. Right, now it is a little bit of turpentine, or white spirit in this case. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, little stick. Where's my little stirry stick? There's one. That'll do. Stuff. Right. Don't need much. Oh, it's getting a bit gooey. The air. Might have to put some white spirit in here as well. Actually, it's starting to get a little bit congealed. Well, it goes a bit gloop. Oh, where are you? It's going a bit gloopy. Didn't see you there. Let's move that round. So all I'm doing is just stirred a little bit at the bottom of the pot. There's a skin on top of the varnish. I'll leave that on. So there's oxygen, but it's actually going a bit gloopy. So I'm actually going to put a little bit of white spirit in it just to thin out the varnish in the pot, and that could be breaking down the gloopiness. I'll give it a bit of a stir in there as well at the same time. Yeah, it's doing it. Don't need to stir it crazy. That'll work itself out. Yeah, it's gloopy. I don't know if you say that. So it's gloopy. It's not as it should be. Basically, it's been, been sitting there for a while without being moved or stirred. So just add a bit of white spirit in it. Might be a good idea because it's half a tin now, so it's worthwhile getting a jam jar and decantering that into a jam jar so there's less oxygen, less air in the tin. That's doing the job. So I need a little bit in there as well. So that's that there. Maybe a little bit more finish in the pot. Anyway, that's good. Now you can use those little paint stirrers put in your drill. The only problem with that is you will add a lot of air, so you need to before you use it, you need to let it settle. Otherwise, you'll end up with like little bubbles in your finish. Let's get in there. See, this one in here, it's getting there already, it's improving already. But what's in there will actually, that'll sort itself out now. That'll just be dissolved by the turpentine. Make sure there's nothing going to fall in it. Got to be careful I don't actually add any dust to the top. Oh dear. This will be the fourth coat. But right, let's get it on. Baby, oh, my floor's not level. Which isn't surprising. Just get it on as quick as you get it on and then work it. Is that right? That should be enough finish. Remember, it's not time to soak into wood now. So we just put basically a coat on top of the old varnish. Now, you see what I mean, do not stirring, and we've got lots of little bubbles in there. Which we have to try and effectively just keep brushing until most of them disappear. Most of them pop away anyway, or just disappear anyway on own accord. Before I get too carried away with the top, let's make sure we get the edges brushed out. I have got the bottom edges already varnished. It's enough. I'm not that. That's only the top I'm worried about. Oh, what's that? It's a bit of dirt. Don't want that in there. Just get the varnish on, and then we'll worry about brushing it out. Don't try and put too much on, because what will happen is that orange peel, that'll just become all dimply. Look like Anne Widdicombe's bottom. I haven't seen Anne Widdicombe's bottom, just to let you know, okay? No, I haven't, honest. But, you know, that's what I imagine that's what it would look like. Dimply, like an orange. So the bubbles are disappearing. So this is where it's a good idea to actually wait and allow the finish to settle. Now, although they are nearly all gone, it's going to be a case of you leave it and come back to it, leave it, you know, and just pop the bubbles. Because they're all going to come to the surface, you see. All in there. Going across the grain, so I'm sort of trying to fill the grain with a brush. Then like finishing off in the opposite direction. There you go, that's good. I'm not going to put it outside this time, because that was a blooming mistake. And it was. So it's not as good as it would have been, because I've got that little split at the end there as well. I'm hoping that'll close up in time. Well, it will do, to be fair. And also, it's going to get stuff on it, and it's going to be damaged, and God knows what else in time as well, won't it? Right, I think that's enough on there. I used all the varnish out of the little pots, hardly anything in there. So, what do I do with this excess? Nothing, because there ain't any. Oh, quite, now I've got to get that, clean that and get that out of the pot. But I can't get past because the table's in the way. Over there. Let me move this back round again. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I know there's loads of really easy finishes out there. I'm not a lover of... I like oil finishes, don't get me wrong. Oil finishes are great, you know. But I'm not very fond of water-based varnishes. They very rarely look as good. The ones I tend to go for will be flooring grade finishes. They're hard, you see. If you've got a hard finish, you can cut it back and you can make it a nice shiny finish. So it's possible. Such as Diamond X and stuff like that. They're pretty good. If you want more natural stuff, then more natural finishes, then you obviously get oils and what have you. Right, I'm not going to put the brush away just yet, because I'm going to have to keep brushing out these little bubbles. They're disappearing. Yes. Leave it on there for a bit. So I don't want to put the brush in the water just yet. I need to check the chat. I ain't checked the chat, have I? Oh my giddy aunt, what am I like? Need someone to put this, don't I? Right. I've got nothing there, haven't I? That's a silly thing to do, isn't it? So, there we go. Hello, Stefan. Is that a gun behind the plane? Yes, to keep you in check. That is. Please boot the old like button. Helps the channel, you know. Okay, let's refresh that. Oh.
On veut tous payer les...
Oh, blooming adverts. I suppose I should pay for, I don't know, Prime or whatever you call it. YouTube Prime. I've got 50. Hello, Paul C. Ellington. Hello, you too. Bum, 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 bum. 66 people watching. Well, peeps, I have to go. Take care, my friend. Be good. Thanks, my friend. I have to go and look at the plans for a log cabin and see how I'm going to build it. Ooh, cool. A proper log cabin. Oh. Have a great day, and you too, my friend. Be good. Please beat the old like button, please. People, please. There we go. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Here we are. Right. So what now? Well, I suppose let's have a little meander outside. Do you know what? I had a coffee, didn't I? And I've let it get cold. What did I do with it? I think I let it get cold. I can't remember where I put it. I think I'm losing my mind. That's what it is. Yeah, what's over there? Did I? Okay, how are we doing over here? This shutter's okay. How's the glue? You see here? That's the glue I was using, which we mixed at the beginning of this live stream, and it's already going off. So, a couple of hours. So that's how long it took to go off. So, look, in this heat, you've got an hour's working time. A casket might powder resin wood glue, I would say. It starts going like gloopy. It's a bit like that varnish was going, a bit gloopy, and then it starts going so stiff, and then you just can't spread it. So that's kind of what it's like. But yeah, it's a nice day. So we are. Oh my giddy aunt, got wood down here. Now this old oak framing. This used to be. These are rafters, believe it or not. Okay, these are oak rafters out of a barn. Now we're going to be making that into an arbour. So a bit like, not an arbour, I mean like a lean-to shelter. So we've got like a covered space outside the back of the house. And it's a bit like what we've done here. So you see, this is my outside workshop, right? So if I want to go out here and do a bit of bashing, I can do a bit of bashing in here on my bench there. I need to clear the space and get that ready because that's where we're going to be doing some more live videos and stuff. I've got a slight issue though. I don't know if you see that. The sun's quite high at the moment. When it comes down, that line on the back wall ends up right across your body. So I really need to close this off a little bit so I can create a bit more shade. Light coming in, but enough shade. Otherwise, it's all going to be bleached out one side and the other side will be okay, or vice versa. So it'll be a bit annoying. The other thing is the audio in here. It ain't too bad. Not we've got this microphone on. No, that's okay. That's okay. So this is where we'll be doing some little projects, more rustic type stuff, with the old draw horse and have you, and draw knives, some old logs. Do you like my sign? But over here we are doing a rewilding where we're planting trees and strolling. See, that is where the sun it sets just over there. That's it. That pole's going soon. Should be this year. They haven't given us a date yet. That's supposed to be this year. It's going to come down. They're going to move it to another position, so it won't be in the middle of our field. And that's not why they're doing it. It's because they want to get the power. There's an old mill in the corner there, and the guy's bought it and he's renovating it. So that's what I'm thinking he's doing, because I can't see why else he'd want power up there, unless it's just for the electric fences and stuff for the farmer. But then that seems like a huge amount of cost for something that you can do with solar. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, we're planting trees down here. It goes into the valley. Our tree line's up, big tree line back there. But we rent all that field out. But the first bit of it we're planting, and down into the valley there we're planting. Just over there, trees, and this is all going to be planted with trees. And we've got another piece of land on the other side, the solar panels past the garden, and that's also going to have trees on it. And we have actually we're doing a project, doing it as a rewilding project. So if you did want a tree, me and the missus will put a tree in the ground on your behalf, and I'll make a sign to go with the tree. So give a name on. We've done 550 trees so far, and there's going to be at least 1,000 trees. So there's still plenty to be had. And to be fair, a lot of the trees we'll put in weren't donated anyway. So oh my god, there's a wasp. Was that a wasp? That was a bee. Oh, phew. Don't like wasps. I like bees. So we've got our well seat over there. Yes, it's well. And the trees, a lot of the trees, we've put on a lot of these willows, but not just willows. We've got sycamores, hazel, oaks, chestnuts, alders, elders. Not so many elders because they go a bit mad if you're careful. There's a few coniferous trees as well. There's about 6 or 7 coniferous trees. That's all we're putting in. What else was there? Oh, crikey, there's some species. I can't remember what. I've got eucalyptus, acacia. Oh, God. Oak, obviously. Got quite a few oaks we've been putting in. So it's nice, it's nice. It's just, it feels good as well. It feels like you're doing something right. A lot of fruit trees as well, and fruit canes, and a variety of blackberries. Chester, which is a thornless variety we've been propagating. So if you want to be part of that, there is just a GoFundMe link. So just basically you can just contribute a little bit towards our project, and we'll put a tree in for you. So yeah. Also, let's say our solar panels. They give us about 70%, 60 to 70%. Day like this is going to be doing quite well, I imagine. But yeah, it'd be about 60 to 70% of our electric comes from the solar. The rest of it is from EDF, hence the cable. That one there, that's it. So yeah. Blimey. Anyway, I think I'll just check the chat, and then I am going to make some headway with some work, I think. Because all that's nice doing the old live streams, constant talking. I'm actually, my voice is wearing out. I was stung by a wasp 2 days ago, and it itches like crazy, and still a little swollen. Apple cider. So you try the apple cider vinegar on it. That will help. Helps neutralise. Got any mulberry trees? I've got one. We've only got one so far, and that's one that was given to us. So yeah, that's it, over there in that far corner, not far from. Because Ginger Giraffe's got a tree, got 2 trees actually, and it's got a bigger. Oh, it's getting quite big. A tree is an acacia. And what was the other one? Was it an oak? I think it was an oak. Acacia and an oak. For Artemis and Ginger's giraffe. But yeah, we only got one mulberry tree. So yeah, they're nice, aren't they? And also mulberries. A message was held for review. What was that? Is that? Are you stupid? No, actually, no, you are for leaving such a stupid comment. Or, what's the point? Why do people do things like that? Do they really think, oh, I'm going to offend them? I don't care. You're wasting your time. If anyone wants to say stuff like that in the chat, on any more videos and stuff like that, you're wasting your time. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm not that flippant sensitive to that sort of stuff. It's just stuff. Why do people want to do that? I don't know. People are strange. Not everyone, obviously, but some people are strange. I got some more coming, I'll tell you. Oh dear, I've got one I've had to I had to tame it down a bit. I put blurs on it now on one of my videos, which I'm going to put up. Hopefully that does well. And I got some more ideas as well. I don't know what it is, right? I just my baby video. I tell you what really bugs me. I don't, not that much, but it just seems silly. Men get criticised all the time for leching and all that, But why are women like that who just want to express themselves or use their bodies to gain views, because that's all they're doing? And I think they're worse than the men looking at them. You know, we talk about the drug dealer, don't we? It's not necessarily the person who takes the drugs, it's the drug dealer. Or like the, I don't know, human traffickers people go on about and stuff. They are the worst. They're the ones who provide. So if somebody's providing it, that young girl at the beginning of that, putting the wood through that table saw, she's the one, she's worse than the lot of them. You know? It's, and yet the men are criticised, you know, they're only men after all. But I actually, do you know what it is? I want to see your skills, not your assets. And it was false pretenses, you know. And I've been, oh, crikey. I didn't look for it, it just lands in your feed, doesn't it? And on the YouTube Shorts, when you doom scroll them. And there's another one on there, what was it called? It's a wood yard. There's a woman on there. And she's sort of like, it's a proper wood yard, you know, demonstrating this wood yard. And she's like sticking the bum right out. And the other day she was doing one, I saw she's bending over and waving her bottom backwards and forwards. I thought, oh my God, really? Is that what it's come to? Is that what you have to do just to get people to look at your videos? So I'll be mocking that one. Believe you me, I've got some ideas for that. She's got several actually videos I can mock really, actually all of them actually. That's all they are. Literally just look at me in my very tight leotard, shaking my booty. If that's all you got, you know. Gingers, would you shake your booty? Do. I'll shake my booty. It's because it's low effort, and as long as it gets them something as fast as possible, some would do it, regardless of the consequences. Yeah. I just want a bit of fun, you know. I just want to enjoy myself. I get, because I find my algae, and one of the symptoms of that is anxiety. And a lot of the time I'm really high, I have a bit of fun, and other times I'm really low, and it's I want to push the stress out of my life. I just got to push the stress out of my life, and I say other people should do the same. Life is too short to be worrying about absolutely everything and things that are out of your control as well. So you just got to ride above it and just ignore some of it, to be honest. You know. Love you too. I try my best. I try my best. I try to be a little bit entertained. I think like everything's so dry these days, aren't it? You know, and there's so much turmoil in the world, and people are, you know, like, for instance, what's going on in Gaza and what have you. Even though, you know, people are feeling the pain because they're seeing all this stuff online, and it's really depressing. And you know, children and stuff like that. And you just don't want to go there, do you? You know, you want to have empathy, not apathy, empathy. But you can't live it constantly because that'll eat at you. You know, so sometimes you just have to push yourself away from it and just chill and enjoy yourself a little. You know, do what you can. It doesn't mean say you don't care, does it? You still care. You just can't. You can't absorb everybody else's pain constantly because it'll eat you up to the point of destroying you. Did you, Gingers? I'd love to see that. Have you got any video? Oh, Ginger's Giraffe says that she used to do belly dancing lessons. Crikey, I'll tell you something to do with my belly. Knock everyone out, and it will. Blimey. I've really got to lose some weight, I'll tell you. I've started a diet, not for the purpose of losing weight, but I've got this fibre in my Algier. I've been getting problems with, like, Carol has GERD, right? So she like, brings all that. She had an operation and stuff on top of her esophagus. Basically, the acid's coming out, so it's not closing off properly. But I've got a little bit of it as well. And so I eat too late, I eat the wrong things, and it gives me acid anyway. So I just stopped doing it. Yesterday, I stopped yesterday morning, I stopped. By evening, the acid levels in my body had just toned right down, sort of like neutralised more. And by doing that, I've actually cut down the amount of food that I'm eating as well, because I'm looking in the fridge, I can't eat that, I don't want to eat that, I don't want to eat that now. Whereas before, and bread's the worst. Wheat or grain products are the worst for your stomach. Very bad. You know, I know they tell you to get more fibre, you obviously need fibre, but you can get that through your greens. More veg. I like veg. because I grow it. And when you grow it, it's fairly cheap. Hey, nice one, Steph. That's nice to know. You had a nice time watching my live stream. Yeah, I'm doing as much as I possibly can in the workshop. But also, I think I mentioned earlier in the stream that I'll be doing some live streams in my little lab room where my lasers are. That'll be on a different channel though. That's probably going to be my new tech channel. And the reason for that is I need to get my watch time hours up on that channel. So I can earn a little bit of money on that one. I say little, it's tiny, but if I can do it over enough channels, hopefully we can keep my head above water. Because this channel's monetized, and it's earn very little. I mean, it's a tiny amount of money. You have to get a huge amount of views. Okay, I've got videos. Another video's gone viral with the with the masking tape on the nipples. I can't help myself, I'll tell you. But that's a short, and shorts don't make much money because you get shared the revenue, but it's not a lot. And also, YouTube takes a huge amount. So when people do like super chats and stuff like that, it does make a massive difference. And it encourages you to carry on to keep making more videos. So you can't put that much effort into something just for views. That's just silly. You just kill yourself. You need to be able to have some sort of fruition out of it, a little bit of payment out of it, from YouTube or sponsors or something. Because it just keeps it all alive, keeps it going. Because at the end of the day, you've got to earn money somewhere, and I'm not a rich man. I don't have a mortgage or anything like that, unfortunately, there. So we've got a roof overhead, a nice roof, it's an old French farmhouse, and we've got all this land and stuff, and it's lovely. But you still got bills to pay, ain't you? So you still have to earn something. And I'm a bit worried about pension and stuff like that when you get older, and will we have enough? And I don't think we will. So it's just all those things you worry about, So the thing is, when you're self-employed all your life, you don't end up paying enough flipping pension. I had my private pension, which wasn't very big, and national insurance contributions was only the bare basic, so haven't really accrued enough. And I'm 54 now, and I think to myself, oh my God, how many more years of work have I got left in me? Video-wise, I suppose I can just keep on doing it, I suppose. If YouTube is still there, don't know, things change. AI and all that, and Terminator. Hello, Marty, hope you're well. Yeah, cheers, Stefan, yeah. I think my view is I'm a bit like Field of Dreams, with Kevin Costner, where you build it and they will come. So if you just keep on doing and keep pushing and don't give up, eventually you'll get there, won't you? So, I've got 1 or 2 channels, and they earn a little bit, but not enough to sort of like pay away. Do you know what I mean? So I have to. Luckily, I've had a few jobs coming recently, so I've had to do some actual work. So it's been quite good. But the thing with fibromyalgia, I know Ginger, she has health issues, and some days are good and some days are bad. Some days I can barely do anything, or you worked hard one day, and the following day is like you got crippling pain, because it's like with fibromyalgia, it kind of amplifies. If you've got a little bit of pain, it ends up with a big bit of pain. It just amplifies it. It's to do with the hormones and the receptors and stuff in your body, and it's it's a bit of a problem. And I never used to be like that. Because I have to take steroids now, it makes you put on weight as well. So I need to be a bit more focused. That's it. More focused is what I've got to be. Yeah. I'm all over the place. Can you tell? Anyway, it's time for me to go. So I'm going to say toodaloo. And thanks for joining us today. I might go live tomorrow, if not the next day. Toodaloo.